welcome to Chainlink CCIP on Solana today, and welcome everyone to come here. I will introduce something about myself. I am Matthew. Everyone can call me Matthew if you want to call me English name, and Vietnamese name is Nhã, Mai Thanh Nhã. And now I'm a Chainlink developer expert, and I have I become a background ambassador of some event in Vietnam or global, and now I'm CEO and founder of Olympic. You will see Olympic blockchain in the near time, because that's the layer one chain in the Vietnam 100 Viet talent right now this month. Okay, and that's my information. You can check later. Here is the QR code of this presentation. You can download it, and then don't need to take photo because I will share on this for you. And then you can check and open on your laptop. And then the next time when I finish the document, the theory, we will do exam. We will do the practice now. And there are many instructions in this presentation. Okay, and everyone can open this presentation. Yeah. And now, the first one I will introduce about CCIP version 1.6. That's the new version we deploy on transfer token, transfer asset from EVM to Solana. And now, see, we will the CCIP 0.6 is support Solana, and unlocking on asset can transfer to Solana and reverse. And now here's many technology here, and then you can see we can support non-EVM, but with the protocol SVM on core, and then with the version 1.6 we can do many things with this. Look like we can use the lock token and mint token and word token on that. Okay. And here is I will introduce one minute for an announcement. We have Chainlink have many services look like CCIP, and we see manage data stream, and then data feed, group of reserve, function, automation, and VRF. Okay. And here is Chainlink. And now you know now in the near future, the industry of the blockchain, you see there are the real world assets tokenized with the total value is rho. And then you see in the sunlight, you see that the investment from 100 trillion to 1 trillion in the future. You see that's the big value, right? And then here is the on-chain asset. We can see the graphic. Yeah, and now congratulations, Chainlink CCIP now live on Solana. Okay. And there are many tokens you see can use CCIP of the Chainlink and transfer from EVM, non-EVM to Solana, and many you see very costly token, right? Yes. And now on Solana, there are some decentralized protocol, decentralized protocol support for transfer the token from using the link token and CCIP protocol. CCIP. You see Radium, Meteora, Jupiter, and GMS Solana. That's on the decentralized can support for CCIP. And now here is three subject challenge deploy on Solana, look like data feed, data stream, and CCIP. Yes, we all know about the CCIP on Solana, and now we will see overview and architecture of Chainlink technology. I will say faster than token transfer, application messaging, and programmable token transfer. That's the most service of Chainlink. And here is the diagram of Chainlink CCIP. You see, with the Chainlink CCIP, you see here is the end user and the app. And other side is the end user and other and the app. And then we only need to use the browser two sides. And then with the box of CCIP between, we will transfer anything and any asset. And here is the diagram of transfer. You see, we have two lanes. Because when we transfer the asset from blockchain A to blockchain C, we have two lanes and roughly. And now we have on EVM, we have a standard adapt on the blockchain token, CCT. You can build and deploy your own token using the blockchain token standard. And with this, we don't need to do anything because the CCT is still on, and then you only need to name your token, and that's all. And you choose the chain you want to transfer the asset, and then that's all. Chainlink CCT will do on for you. And with the Chainlink CCIP, you need some translator. That's on that's the properly unique translator on exchange. Okay, you will see it later. I will open. Okay, here you see. Exchange has the translator here. And then look like we see the directory, and then Ethereum. Ethereum Syria. Here you see we have another number 6753, and here is 501. We have it. We have a unit number. And then there's some technology of Chainlink. Finality commitment level. There are some technology in them. And the main reason of the challenge of it, you see that a set and secure, and they on focus on the safe and the secure service. And then the 3 stage of the transfer, asset transfer, you see the place and curve, execute, and here is some transaction detail you see. And then when it is finished, you see here when we transfer Ethereum Solana to Solana.net. Okay. Here is 2 mechanisms. You see, lock and mint and burn and mint. And now, burn and mint is the most technology and easy to use for the newcomer and everyone. And then we will see it. Here is burn and mint. I will explain something where we have a sub chain. We will have 1 token, and then the token on the sub chain will burn when we transfer to another chain. The sub chain will burn that token, and then in the next session, that token will mint and then that's all. You will see in the practice later. And here is the lock and mint. Now we go to the very important part of the service. We will see the bill and payment. With Chainlink CCIP, we have some fees. Look like when we transfer and when we calculate the service and the fee for transfer. That's the intelligent calculator fee, and then on about fee Chainlink service will be count, and then we don't need to pay such service, and then on is count, and then it's normal. And here's some other technology. That's called risk management network. You see, when we transfer on a service, we'll check by risk management network. And then here you can see on is connect with that block. Yeah. And here is some document on Solana and video. You can check in the document, and then you will see later. And I will next to the another technology. And now we will burn and mint token from Ethereum to Solana. That's something everyone needs to know right now. Yes. Oh, it's done. Okay, that's the standard of we have the standard of CCIP. You see, we have many blocks here. We have risk management network, committing down, executing down, and then on-ramp and token pool. There are many blocks. Then you can check it on document of Chainlink. Yeah. And now we will what we will build and configure CCIP from Ethereum Syria to Solana.net. Here you will launch one repo of Chainlink, and here is some code and some cake point. Here I will explain, and then when you do the practice, you will see it. Here we will we will configure some parameter for this. And you know, when the asset want to transfer blockchain using the Chainlink CCIP, you need to use the person with the name has the name CCIP in there, and then there's another person. Wow. That's we on the theory. Yes.
I have a question. So, what is the difference between CCIP of Chainlink and CCTP of Wormhole? What's the difference?
They're the same kind of the transfer asset,
Yeah.
but with Chainlink, the other Chainlink focus on the security and safe. That's so that you know when one asset transfer from one chain to other chain is so long about Wormhole because Wormhole focus to the when how many token to transfer. So that but I cannot deep dive into the Wormhole because I cannot I say with you Wormhole has another way, then Chainlink has the other way. Chainlink deep dive into the security and safe.
And it's also more security.
Yes, most security.
How about fee?
The fee will calculate automatically with the intelligent fee, intelligent calculator, and then you will have the most cheaper.
Yeah. So more security but cheaper.
I think so because now many service do the good service, and then Chainlink will do that too. Yes. And now it's time to demo. You know, there are how many people know cosplay? I will have you to do some demo in cosplay for easy because we don't need to do more cost. Here I have some terminal comment, and then you follow this, and then you will transfer your asset from EVM to Solana. Okay. If someone want to do it, open the presentation and to the number 40 by the number 40, and then we will start with it. And someone have question?
So with the app on Chainlink already using the CCIP.
Many yeah.
Yeah, can you demo some of the app? Sure. Yeah, can you show some of the app, or you can maybe mention?
I will open the Chainlink home, and then you see there 40.
Chainlink. Can I connect to the projector connected by Wi-Fi?
HDMI.
Okay, very easy.
See the use case.
Chainlink's ecosystem. Very simple. You go directly to chainlinkecosystem.com. Okay, there's a website called chainlinkecosystem.com. You go here, and then you go to ecosystem, and then select the filter that says CCIP, which is somewhere in here. Here. Okay, we are looking at 345 projects using CCIP, including this is sorted from the latest to the oldest. and we're looking at iStocks, which is recently launched. This is actually where you can actually go here and buy stocks. I mean tokenized stocks. And then some other projects that is using CCIP is I know XWeb is using CCIP to Solana. I think XWeb is supporting Solana. So this one means recently CCIP is integrated to Solana.
The trading view
On the finance, Aave, like always. Then a lot of other ecosystem. Monad, Ronin, they're all using CCIP. Actually, the Ronin CCIP was voted and approved by the community. I think like roughly 3 months ago or something.
Just in English, so how Chainlink's project using CCIP to build a Chainlink?
Okay, so CCIP is a protocol,
Yeah.
right? A protocol to go cross-chain. It's not about how Chainlink is supporting the projects to go CCIP. It's whether your project wants to go CCIP or I mean, your project wants to go cross-chain or not. If you want to go cross-chain, it takes two things. First thing first, your platform allows the CCIP lane to go through, and the setup of the CCIP lane is all in here. You go to chain.link. Maybe you search for Chainlink Hub. Everything is in here. No. Okay. So if you go to dev.chain.link, this is actually the website for Chainlink Hub.
Yeah.
And in Chainlink Hub, you go to resources and then you go CCIP. See?
Yeah.
All the documents you need to know is in here, including description of CCIP, how you get started, the CCIP directory, including the ID of the chains and the ID of the tokens that is supporting CCIP.
Yeah.
So you code them to your platform,
Yeah.
allowing tokens that is on your platform to operate on CCIP.
Yeah.
Thus, you allow the token and you allow your platform to go, to be connected to CCIP. Other than that, if you're building and if you're a new project or something, and if you're looking for using CCIP as a service, then you can directly either do this by yourself or you need support. You go here and then you go. There's like I think if you go to the main side, you go all the way down here. Here, you can email Chainlink's hub. This is where you got to get into contact with the Chainlink technicians, and they will be in touch with you to instruct you from A to Z how you're going to be able to integrate CCIP to your platform.
Yeah. And is it free to use, or we have to pay something for CCIP?
I think for CCIP you're paying the fee.
Yeah. Okay. Like package.
No, you're not paying
For
taxes.
transaction.
Everything you need to know is available on Chainlink Hub. So you got all the code for the smart contract that you need, and for your platform. And then when your platform starts to use CCIP, then all the messages or all the tokens that goes through the lane of CCIP, you're going to pay fees, right? And that fee goes back to the operator and the platform of Chainlink.
So check. Okay.
So basically
we
just
fee per transaction.
Per transaction.
Yeah. Right.
and you can use the testnet to do all of the Chainlink service for testing or
Yeah.
for your project.
It's all in here.
Yeah.
Here, you check your link, you will see what kind of money, what
Yeah.
kind of fees or what kind of
Yeah.
tokens you're paying for the CCIP lane.
And example, like if we using CCIP, we will receive a support from marketing from Chainlink, like the announcement pass.
That's another thing.
Yeah, or we have to customize on something. Yeah.
So, okay, Chainlink is, let me explain to you in a very easy to understand way. Chainlink is a service provider. Okay, so it provides these 7 services. See? data feed, data stream, automation functions, VRF, CCIP, and then there's another service called POR, which stands for Proof of Reserve, which has everything to do with banking and capital markets. Consider these are services, like internet services. You can use them as long as you integrate them to your platforms. And it's available because all documents you see are in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you as a user use the service, integrate to your platform. But if you want to get more support out of what you're using as a service, you contact us. And there's a program at Chainlink called Chainlink. Let me show you. Chainlink Build. Here. Hold up. I don't know how to find the filter for build. This is too small. My eyes is very bad.
I think yeah. It's we kind of point.
Somewhere in here.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
will deep down. Yeah, for sure.
very easily you search for Chainlink build program. Okay, this actually is a program by Chainlink where you can apply the project in here. Okay, your project has to use Chainlink services, of course.
Yep.
But if you apply it here, you will get in touch with the Chainlink team, and then you can negotiate with them on, they can provide you with marketing support, with developer support, with networking support, in exchange for your project's assets.
Yep.
Maybe it's a percentage of your token, maybe it's a percentage of your total value or something, in exchange for support from them. So this is a program. This is like an investment program. And there's also something else that I think you guys might be interested in. It's called Chainlink
Please.
Build on Solana.
Yeah. We want to be on Chainlink. Just want to receive one now.
Okay, this is a total different program, yeah?
Yeah.
This is called Build on Solana program for startups. And this is built specifically for projects that are building on Solana.
Yeah.
So if you're building something on Solana, you're using the services that Chainlink is providing on Solana, including the data feed, data stream, and CCIP, you can apply for this one. You get all the support you need for building your project within this one.
What's the pricing?
Yeah.
Pricing tier?
Now this is accelerate program.
Sorry, what's your question again?
Is this like the pricing tier for like a service or like a
Pricing tier?
Yeah.
I don't quite get what you mean by
No, I
pricing.
mean because this is a program.
Not
It's
program.
Yeah.
It's
Just
like
a
a
program.
brand.
This is like
Free to apply. Yeah.
consider this as an incubator program or an accelerator program.
Yeah, but like when accelerator program I take like 20% if you reach to a certain like level, like something like that. Is it free or like
Okay. So can I have a pen or something?
Yeah, pay.
So it's not 100% free, right?
Yeah.
Or like
It's not free.
Okay.
It's not free. In this way, it's not free. Okay, so your project, right? Let's call it project A, and then you're using Chainlink protocol, and you're building on some. Now let's say you're building on Solana,
Free.
and then you're in contact with Chainlink, right? So consider this as a program where Chainlink is offering you networking support, marketing support, maybe technical support. In return, you're committing with Chainlink a percentage of your assets.
Yeah. So what is like how?
The percentage,
Yeah.
minimum 2% and maximum 6%. This is what I know.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if there's any bigger deals or something.
Oh,
This is what I know.
But it's gonna depend on the deal.
It depends on the deal. It depends on how you deal with the Chainlink.
Okay.
Like I know in Vietnam, whole station is in the build program. It's not this specific one because whole station used to be building on ZK Sync, and then later on they build on their chain and then other chains as well. But I know they're in the build program, and this one is the build on Solana program, which is similar to build program but specifically for Solana. So yeah, this is what I know. Other than this, I don't know.
Many of my friends say it's like very expensive.
For what?
Like for the everything in Chainlink program, like the quality is good, but like it's like expensive. Like even the Oracle service and quite fees. Like even though like the service, like most developer like work with Chainlink, I know like they say it's good, but like it's expensive. So
it is expensive in terms of looking at it from the perspective of the user.
yeah.
But from the perspective of node operator, which is the other side,
Yeah.
you will see this is the reason why it takes a lot of fee to use Chainlink. Can I have the eraser, the board? So I cannot say for other ecosystem, but for Chainlink, every time a data is fed using data, let's say if your platform is using data feeds. So how it works for data feed is every time your platform, like for example platform A, it requests data from the Oracle, right? To feed to the smart contract of the trading pair that you're trading. Let's say versus USD. Every time this is requested, there is 31 nodes operating on this. Meaning 31 nodes is going to get data from different resources. Maybe CoinGecko, maybe CoinMarketCap, maybe the centralized exchanges, etc. And only if 16 nodes agree, will this data be fed to your platform. So the fee that you're paying is the fee for all these nodes to operate. And why do we need like a lot of nodes for this? Of course, for decentralization,
Like the
for
manipulation of the price fees.
Exactly. So with this many nodes, there is no way for you to manipulate the price.
Yeah.
And there's no way for Chainlink to manipulate this one because I'm working for Chainlink Labs. And Chainlink Lab is the builder of the platform. This platform called Chainlink is operated by, I think now like 109 different nodes globally, distributed globally. And each of them is individual identity. So if you want to hack into this 109 nodes at the same time, it takes a lot of effort. And you don't know which node is operating every time a feed is called. So if you want to manipulate this, you need to spend your effort to hack into 109 companies at the same time, which is impossible, I think, in my opinion.
Solana run on over
Yeah.
Solana run on over 1,000 nodes, and we will still find Solana decentralized blockchain. So
That is because people don't know,
Yeah.
but it's safe to be
Yeah,
decentralized.
yeah.
And it is our job to let people know, no?
But do you think like they maybe can like a smaller package, because I understand like it's for like the security reason.
Yeah.
But like for the people with like lower budget, is there a possibility that like like I know that like this is not decentralized, but I'm ready to take the risk because like I don't have the budget now. Is there? Do you think like can Chainlink make that like package for like the startup or like the company that like have like lower budget, so like they don't really like care, or like they ready to take a risk for a short amount of time?
I I cannot say for on behalf of Chainlink because I'm not the lead of the technical team. So what I can only say is we would not be able to customize. What we are able is only to optimize.
Yeah.
Meaning, Chainlink has never sacrificed the way it created its decentralized platforms of node operations, and everything it is building on. Let me give you an example of a very interesting project. So everything it builds on the roots of the network of decentralized node. Okay, so for example, what I just demonstrated to you is like, okay, we have this many nodes operating on the network, and every time, let's say, a message go through this whole network of Chainlink. There's some diagram that I should be able to find. Every time a message goes through this, it goes through the same mechanism. It goes through, say, for example, 1/5 of each USD is going through 31 nodes, and 16 nodes agrees will that data be fed. And then when it builds CCIP, it builds on the same way. Like every time a message, a token, or something that wants to go cross-chain from chain A to chain B, it goes through the same thing with this. Like this message has to be processed by a number of nodes, and only a part of that number of nodes agrees will that data be finalized, and it will go to the destination chain. So the structure is the same. So you cannot, I cannot say for Chainlink that they're going to change this whole structure to make it more simple. Because if only you make it more simple, will it cut the cost, right?
Yeah.
For example, if now it's 31 per 16, if I make it, like 10 and 5, it would be lowering the cost because now only 10 nodes is operating and it only needs 5 nodes to agree for the data to go.
Yeah.
So this would cut the cost, but this would increase the risk of security.
Yeah.
And Chainlink is not going to do this. It would never do this. Everything it does, it will never sacrifice security. So what it can do is based on this structure, it will build, other platforms that are building on the platforms that Chainlink are building, it's going to optimize this. How? Let me show you. So let's say, so Chainlink is going to do CCIP by, for example, from chain A to chain B by its decentralized Oracle networks. Now, if it wants to do this, it has to, the message has to go through this network, right? And then this network is going to execute the message, and then only when it is finalized, it is going to send to the chain B. But there is a platform that bypasses this whole procedure. It receives the message before the network, before the nodes of Chainlink receive the message. It executes right here, and then it deploys a pool on chain B, and it will execute this message on chain B. And then it is going to send the message that it received before the dawn of Chainlink to the Chainlink dawn. And then the Chainlink dawn is going to execute the message here and then send back the message to its corresponding pool on chain B. So, for example, from originally without this process, the message from chain A to chain B going through the dawn takes 15 minutes. Now, this platform receives this message, analyze this message, and then deploy the funnel on chain B in like 1 or 2 minutes, and it takes another, and it uses the other 10 minutes to execute on the dawn. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
this is how CCIP is optimized. And instead of using Chainlink CCIP directly, you use this platform. Basically, you're still using Chainlink CCIP, but you're using it in a more efficient way. So the less time it takes, the more user you might be able to attract, right? And maybe they have a better way to optimize the fee as well, because they have the liquidity pool on all the chains already, so they can attract more users. And then from those users, they get more fees for CCIP, and then they can optimize the fee for CCIP. That's what I understand, as much as a person who has no technical background. But seriously, yeah? But
Yeah, that's a good.
it's understandable, no?
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
Easy to understand.
Because I figure out I need to explain these kind of things to people who are like me, who has no technical background, but you're building your project, and you need to know, what use cases Chainlink platform is bringing to its users. Like this. Here, this is what I just showed you. Very small.
I was the
And it's
one
into-
done like a pitching Chainlink on a company like 2 years ago. We tell them to use a Chainlink product,
Yeah.
but like then if they go to the direction, they go to the local provider, which is a lot cheaper and a partnership. So I think Chainlink, so that's why I asked like if they away I think it's better for like a business model if you can if users like accept the risk and then there's a middle ground and so it's not like going like super expensive and super decentralized. So maybe if they can in the middle ground like not so decentralized and not so security, but the price is like a little bit more affordable.
I mean, okay, first thing first, I don't know how to zoom this on. Zoom this in. Okay, this is an example of the thing I just said, how the Chainlink decentralized Oracle network works. It used to be only this, now they build this and this as well. So what it means is it used to be only a decentralized Oracle networks operating on the message, on the tokens and everything. And then based on this, they build like a coverage network, they call security network, to watch over what this network is building, is executing. So one is executing and one is overseeing what the others are executing. So add another layer of security. Coming back to your question is, we always know in blockchain, there's something called the blockchain trilemma.
Yeah.
No? Security, scalability, and decentralization. And so you cannot, the people say that you would never be able to go all three. You have to, you have to sacrifice something. Yeah? So the thing is, for Chainlink, it has always been, I don't want to say this in a negative way, but they always do. They always go for security and decentralization first.
Yeah.
And then scalability is something that they would try to optimize, because they know they cannot go for all three.
Yeah.
So they would never sacrifice security and decentralization. Whatever they build, they will be building on the decentralized network that they have built for always, with the purpose of security. And then they know it cannot scale like that large and that fast, but they will never sacrifice it.
Yeah, understandable.
This is, I know this is a little bit different from the ecosystem of Solana,
Yeah.
because the ecosystem of Solana is mostly for this one.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Totally agree.
The Solana ecosystem is all about
In the
this
dev
one.
side, please say something. In the dev side. This is non-technical, so I worry that how we.
Scalability.
Yeah.
What's our security? No SaaS, no Solana, we have.
Yeah, so
No,
security is
I don't get
scalability.
everything on Solana, we still very secure. Yeah, so that's still very secure.
So not decentralized.
I wouldn't say you have to sacrifice something to be able to do something. I'm only saying this trilemma has already existed in the blockchain world ever since blockchain was proposed. And it has always been there. It's just a matter of choices of organizations that are building on blockchain. And this is what Chainlink is choosing.
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions that I can help explain? People keep asking me if Chainlink is a chain. No, it's not a chain. It's a service provider.
You missed the funny fact. You missed the funny fact.
You didn't miss
We have
anything.
discussed about it.
These are super basics. Yes.
Any question about how Chainlink support the program, the app on the many program of Chainlink? Okay, if not, I will go to the